Hello, and thank you for watching the Airgap presentation on protecting critical assets for manufacturing and how we apply the Purdue model. We are truly in a ransomware epidemic. We as security business individuals spend billions of dollars a year on next generation technologies, yet ransomware attacks continue to increase every year. While the challenge might seem insurmountable, there is an easier answer to the question, why do ransomware attacks continue to grow every year? It's not because of our defense in depth strategies have failed, it's because we have a fundamental infrastructure flaw within our networks. Most of us have segmented our networks based on asset classes or types. Manufacturing has even segmented based on ICS control layers. However, there remains three fundamental flaws. The first is that of network access. Once the bad actor or malware finds its way in, lateral movement is unabated and they are free to move laterally looking for greater network and application access. The second flaw is due to that of static, always-on policies, giving bad actors a clear channel on what they can and can't do. The third flaw is that of slow incident response. Even when we do detect something amiss internally on the network, the ability to isolate or eliminate the threat instantly is impossible to accomplish. This is where Airgap provides the core ability to control lateral movement and provide rapid incident response with our ransomware kill switch. When we look at the value that Airgap brings operational technology environments, we're the only agentless zero trust platform provider in the market. We offer our service as a SaaS-based platform, and one of the uniquenesses of our service is we offer an autonomous policy framework. What that means is we're able to create autonomous groups. So as the environment changes dynamically, we're also able to change dynamically with our autonomous policy framework. Now, there are two platform products that we have within our Zero Trust Isolation platform. One is our Network Protect, where we're able to ring fence and protect from lateral movement. The other is the application protection offered by our SAA gateway. This is a session layer proxy that offers multi-factor capabilities for insecure protocols such as RDP, SSH, VNC, and maybe even web-based apps that currently don't support MFA, but using your single sign-on providers such as Okta, Azure AD, Google, and other vendors that support OpenID Connect. And lastly, our ransomware kill switch. This is what gives Airgap our automated incident response to not only isolate threats on the network, but allow unaffected systems the ability to function unaffected by the incident. When we examine how manufacturing has attempted to address security, we look at the Purdue model. The Purdue model is an architecture for industrial control systems that defines 6 layers within the control network. Airgap is a great fit in layers 2 and 3, along with the DMZ. While some of our customers use next-gen firewalls to control access between VLANs or network layers, Airgap can also control the intra-VLAN traffic, but we also focus on controlling and stopping lateral movement within the VLAN or layer. This is important as the attack surface in each traditional layer presents a specific challenge to OT and shop floor devices that are left unprotected. The challenge for manufacturing in the Purdue model is that once you have access to a specific layer, there is nothing stopping movement from device to device. An even bigger challenge is that of agent support for older legacy operating systems that might be used, or OT devices that have no ability to have an agent installed whatsoever. The importance of being able to isolate traffic and prevent unauthorized access or communication to these devices is critical. Why is Airgap the only solution built to meet the security requirements for today's complex manufacturing environments? We're the only agentless zero trust provider that can be ring-fenced and provide microsegmentation for today's manufacturing OT environment. It's no longer good enough that we just provide layers or network segments for each asset type. Being able to control and stop lateral movement within the layer has proven paramount in effectively stopping ransomware attacks. Not only is being able to effectively stop lateral movement important, the ability to give remote workers or support personnel secure access to OT devices is another requirement. Airgap provides MFA using your single sign-on provider to provide secure session layer access to critical OT infrastructure. This proves not only intent of the user to access, but also doesn't allow any user direct TCP access to shop floor OT systems. Access can be granted or denied quickly and added to the ransomware kill switch. Another challenge in the Purdue model is that of visibility of traffic within each layer. What device is communicating or attempting to communicate with other devices? Airgap shows you not only the intra-VLAN, but the inter-VLAN communication as well, and was the traffic allowed or dropped? This is the final key in protecting our critical OT infrastructure. It's not only stopping lateral communication, but giving you the ability to view the lateral traffic as well. Airgap can be deployed as a single virtual or physical appliance in minutes, deployed as a cluster, and we have an N+1 scale-up strategy where we can have a cluster upon a cluster protecting multiple VLAN segments, devices, or users. We can also deploy in a failed open or failed closed model, depending on the security requirements for the protected segments, all while adding 50 microseconds of latency to network traffic. And lastly, while talking about ease of deployment and scale, Airgap is simply an overlay to your existing network and security infrastructure. It doesn't matter if there's a single core switch or a dual core with cross-link fabrics with a top of rack or end of rack configuration, or if you're using an existing security product like Cisco ICE. Airgap deploys in minutes and is simply an overlay to your existing infrastructure. This concludes our presentation on how Airgap fits within the Purdue model and how we protect manufacturing's critical infrastructure. We thank you.